So I define evil as unfairness. So there's not any evil in the universe other than unfairness. And this is a large universe, so there's unfairness that's not just located here on planet Earth, in my opinion. And you can have your own opinion. You can believe that there's an all-intelligent, all-powerful creator God or whatever. So either way, my point here is that I think we need help. We need help from something bigger than humanity, bigger than planet Earth. So I ask reality, I ask the universe for help in defeating those that are in stopping those that are doing me wrong. And so if you pray to a God, then pray to your God to help you stop others from doing you wrong. Now, what if your God is like maybe your God's unfair? The particular God that you have been taught, the religion that you're in, is a God that is demanding, authoritarian, tyrannical, and it's divisional. It's like there's us and there's them, and they're wrong because they're not with us. They haven't surrendered to our God, so they're wrong. So it's divisive. So if you have a God like that, that God's not going to be big enough. So you need to get a God that's big enough. So it's like the reality is one thing, and we found from evidence, from science, from observation, that it's all connected. It's all one. So that's the God, the all. And so it doesn't matter if you call it God. It doesn't matter if it had a mind in the first place or the divine mind of fairness. So fairness is the God. The divine mind is fairness. And so it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant whether it had a mind that created us or we was created by evolution from a mindless material, physical reality that we're in. I don't see how it matters in us stopping others from being unfair to us. It's one way or the other. It's some way we don't understand, so it's not relevant. Let's put that aside for now. There's a fact to it, I think. You don't even have to think there's a fact to it. I don't care what you think. It doesn't matter. It's what matters is that you don't be unfair to me and I don't be unfair to you. So if you look at my website, the idea is that we're going to convince the religions that aren't fair to become fair, and the governments that aren't fair to become fair to everyone. That's the only way that we're going to ever have fairness on planet Earth. Is if we convince the big powers to become fair. And that's going to happen from the people like you and me. That now hopefully there are some people that have a lot of money that are listening to this, so therefore they're powerful. And people that are in government and in the justice system and people that are in other religions, I hope everybody listens to this. Everybody's welcome. We need everybody's help. We need everybody to understand that we need to unite to stop unfairness to everyone so that we don't have wars. We don't have hatred from unfairness happening to us. We heal from the unfairness. We meditate and we pray and we exercise and we get ourselves healed up again, and then something happens again and we're all tore up again from being done wrong. And it keeps happening over and over again. So we need to stop it. So there's a lot of the spiritual teachings are like you just change you and let the world be as it is, and That's how you do it. And then everything's great. You find complete happiness and heaven within without doing anything to change the world. I don't think that'll ever work. You have to make yourself the inside. There's you and there's the outside. So there's like two aspects of our experience. Ourself and then other. The outside. The world. So we got to get the world to be fair to us. How's the world treating you, you know? It's not being fair to me. Is it being fair to you? Honestly, it's not being fair to us. There's somebody out there that's doing you wrong. There's somebody out there that probably wants you dead. You know? That's the condition we were born into. So we're born into this craziness from unfairness, and there's this hate and this severe abuse that we all experience from being treated unfairly. It's abusive to us when we're treated unfairly. It's wrong. They've done us wrong. And it happens where we work, where we live, our government, our religions, everywhere. So how do you respond in the moment when something happens? Some thought or some action happens that is unfair to you, and you're disturbed and you might be angry that somebody did you wrong. So it's like the meditation thing where you're just nothing. You're just non-existent and you're just breath. And it's like stoicism. You don't react. You're stoic about it. And therefore they don't win you with your own anger. So you can just go into relaxed breathing when something happens. And then you can ask for help with telepathic thought. You know, a prayer is telepathic thought. Or a request to the universe with thought is telepathic. We're assuming something's hearing our mind telepathically. And I think they do. I really think it's true. And maybe it's not true, but just the doing so changes your reaction. So you learn how to handle it, and you learn how to defeat. You learn how to stop the unfairness. They give up on it because they can't get to you. They can't get under your skin. They can't control you. And when they know they can't control you, they're going to try harder. That's what I've been explaining earlier. If you start wanting fairness, there's going to be attack upon you. Because unfair people are like that. And it's because they were born into this craziness. It's the way they stop people from being unfair to them is by having control over everything. So we understand that. So it's not about vengeance. It's not about hating somebody for something that's really not their fault. So, you know, they can agree to be fair to us. That's what we want. Then we'll protect them from anyone doing them wrong. And it's like it's real similar to the forgiveness of Christianity, other than you don't have to believe in the religion or the God, and it's that we forgive you if you'll agree to be fair, but not until. So when something happens and I can go silent and I can go non-reactive, and I'm just nothing, and nothing is wonderful. It's just wonderful to be nothing. You're out of the problem. They can't defeat nothing. There's nothing there for them to get to. It's like, I'm not here. How are you going to hurt me? I'm not even here. And then maybe they're violent. Well, how's that working for you? You know? So you can think about, instead of trying to protect yourself or defend yourself, you're going into offense against them with thought by thinking, how is what you're doing working for you? You're going to have trouble. because of the way you are, and you don't have to say anything. It's just that your mindset has changed, and now you're in the position of being the winner against the unfairness. And they're being unfair because they don't know any other better way. So when I was younger, and I started trying to heal from my past, I quit drinking. I was drinking to try to get relief from the pain I was in. And to have some fun, because I wasn't having any fun. It was misery. So we need to have fun. And when you are helping yourself, it's the best fun. Like, I had this experience where I realized that they were getting to me. I would go to the bar drinking, and somebody would say something. I would be insulted or whatever, and I didn't know how to handle it. And so I'd be really hurt inside. And then the only way I could even go back to face the people at the bar was to drink again. So I would have to drink before I went to the bar to go to the bar. That's how bad it was. And you might have, maybe you don't drink, but you might understand in a different way what I'm talking about in some way. So I realized I didn't know how to stop them. I didn't know how to handle them when they got the best of me. So for me, it's all about that. It's about not letting them get the best of me. And I'm not trying to get the best of them. I'm just trying to teach them a better way of being. See, if I'm going to go and pick fights, I realized this too when I was much younger. I could change how I felt by defeating somebody in either a physical fight or a verbal argument, and beat them up verbally or physically. You know, the idea that people go around picking fights. They like violence. So I realized I don't want that. I don't want to be like that. I'm not going to make myself feel better by making someone else feel worse, to feel superior. See, that's human nature. We enjoy harming other people. There's a part of us that's like that. And so, you know, having that knowledge that you know how to do that is a good thing to know. It's like, I don't like Jordan Peterson because I don't like his religion and his politics. But he has some merit in what he's saying, that you need to develop some fierceness, some teeth, to stop people that are being unfair to you. So by knowing that you have the ability to hurt them, they're going to sense that. So it might come to, like, in a mental way, internal, almost like in an imaginary way, that's like they're going to kill you or you're going to kill them. But there's no violence going to take place. It gets to that level of intensity. So if it's really severe conflict, like I'm talking about now, as severe as it ever gets, or ever has been, then you have some strategy. You've learned how to breathe and relax, detach, become nothing, don't do anything. I'm not even here for you to hurt. It doesn't matter whatever, anything happens, makes no difference to me. I don't care what happens to you. I don't care what happens to me. I'm not here. I'm not participating. I'm nothing. So they don't know how to handle that. And you probably know what I'm explaining in your own way. So it's like you can just walk away from it. And they haven't won because it's not over yet. They haven't defeated you. We're not going to let them defeat you. And that's where we join together in unity to protect each other from anybody doing us wrong. The way of fairness, that's what it's for. It's to stop others from doing you wrong and your family. And you have to agree to be fair to everyone or you'd be a hypocrite. So I don't want people doing me wrong, then I can't do other people wrong, or I'm hypocritical. And nobody's going to respect me. ultimately I would be despised. And people that are that way, we despise them. They need to stop doing us wrong. Because if they don't want fairness, we can be unfair to them. If they don't want truth, we can lie to them. If they're going to lie to us all the time, we can lie to them all the time, and they won't even know which way to turn at the intersection. You see what I mean? We need to know the truth to survive. So we stand for truth and fairness. We don't want to be lied to. So we can't lie to others. But I'm not saying we need to be honest all the time. No, we need to be fair all the time. So there are times when, in order to be fair and to protect people that are fair, I'm not going to tell the truth about something. So it's not about... See, the authority that says you can never lie, that's abusive. They're being unfair to us and telling us things like that. And when I made this commitment that I'm going to do anything to stop others from doing me wrong, and I didn't know how, but I was going to do anything, I felt love for myself. It was incredible. Have a great day.